The concept of fighting Satan by getting wealthy and powerful is a complex and multifaceted one. On the surface, it may seem counterintuitive to associate wealth and power with spiritual warfare, as these are often seen as worldly pursuits. However, when approached from a biblical perspective, it becomes clear that having wealth and power can be a powerful tool in the fight against Satan. First and foremost, it's essential to understand that Satan's primary tactic is to deceive and manipulate individuals into believing that they are powerless and insignificant. He uses fear, doubt, and anxiety to keep people in a state of spiritual poverty, making it difficult for them to fulfill their purpose and live a life of freedom and abundance. By contrast, when individuals experience financial and social prosperity, they are better equipped to resist Satan's attacks and live a life of purpose and meaning. One of the primary ways that wealth and power can be used to fight Satan is by providing the resources necessary to spread the gospel and support ministries that are making a positive impact in the world. When individuals have a surplus of financial resources, they are able to invest in causes that are close to their heart, such as feeding the hungry, housing the homeless, and providing aid to those in need. This not only brings glory to God, but also undermines Satan's efforts to perpetuate poverty and suffering. In addition to providing financial resources, wealth and power can also provide a platform for influence and leadership. When individuals are in positions of power and authority, they have the ability to shape culture and policy, creating an environment that is more conducive to spiritual growth and development. This can be seen in the lives of biblical figures such as Joseph and Daniel, who used their positions of power to promote God's agenda and bring about positive change in their respective societies. It's also important to note that wealth and power are not ends in themselves but rather means to an end. The ultimate goal is not to accumulate riches or achieve status, but to use these resources to build God's kingdom and advance His purposes. When individuals are motivated by a desire to serve God and others, rather than personal gain, they are able to use their wealth and power in a way that is pleasing to Him. Furthermore, having wealth and power can also provide a sense of security and confidence, which is essential for spiritual warfare. When individuals are financially stable and have a strong support system, they are better able to withstand the attacks of Satan and trust in God's provision and protection. This is not to say that wealth and power make individuals immune to spiritual attack, but rather that they provide a foundation for spiritual resilience and perseverance. In conclusion, getting wealthy and powerful can be a powerful way to fight Satan, but it must be approached with the right motivations and perspective. When individuals are driven by a desire to serve God and others, rather than personal gain, they are able to use their wealth and power to build God's kingdom and advance His purposes. By providing resources for ministry, influencing culture and policy, and building spiritual resilience, individuals can effectively resist Satan's attacks and live a life of freedom, abundance, and purpose. Ultimately, the key to successfully fighting Satan is not wealth and power per se, but a deep and abiding relationship with God, and a willingness to use one's resources and influence to serve Him and others.